Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, we are exploring an incredible collection of coins featuring Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, one of the most iconic monarchs in modern history. From historic 1 penny and 2 pence coins to fascinating pieces that circulated across the United Kingdom for decades, each coin tells a unique story of British heritage, royal tradition, and numismatic history. These coins are more than just currency. They are miniature historical treasures that showcase the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, different coin designs, important dates, and the evolution of British coinage through the years. Whether you are a coin collector, history lover, or someone interested in rare and valuable coins, this collection offers something special for everyone. Join us as we uncover the history, significance, designs, minting details, and collector value of these remarkable Queen Elizabeth II coins. Let's travel through time and discover the stories hidden within these extraordinary pieces of British history. Now, let's begin our journey into the fascinating world of Queen Elizabeth II coin. The 2000 British 1 penny coin is an important part of the modern coinage of the United Kingdom. The inscription, Elizabeth II DGREG appearing on the obverse translates from Latin to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This title was used on British coins throughout the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and represents the long-standing traditions of the British monarchy. The year 2000 marked the beginning of a new millennium, making coins from this period especially interesting to collectors who enjoy milestone years in numismatic history. On the obverse side of the coin appears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and remained in use for many years. It depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara and presents a mature and realistic likeness. Around the portrait is the legend, Elizabeth IIDGREG FD 2000. The design reflects the dignity and stability of the monarchy at the turn of the 21st century. The reverse side features the famous crowned portcullis design created by Christopher Ironside. The portcullis, a gate associated with the Palace of Westminster, symbolizes the British Parliament and democratic government. Above the design is a royal crown, while the denomination 1 penny appears around the edge. This iconic reverse design was used on British pennies for decades and became one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. The 2001 penny coin was struck from copper-plated steel, a composition introduced in 1992 to reduce production costs while maintaining the traditional appearance of British bronze coinage. The coin weighs approximately 3.56 grams and has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. Its magnetic properties distinguish it from earlier bronze pennies, making it easy for collectors to identify. Despite the change in composition, the coin retained its familiar look and continued to circulate widely throughout the United Kingdom. Millions of 2001 penny coins were produced for circulation, making them common in everyday change during the early 2000s. Because of their large mintage, most circulated examples generally carry only face value. However, coins in uncirculated or brilliant condition are often collected as part of annual coin sets or date collections. Collectors may also seek examples with exceptional luster, minimal wear, or unusual minting errors that can add interest and value. For coin enthusiasts, the 2001 penny represents more than a small denomination coin. It serves as a historical reminder of the beginning of a new millennium and the continuity of British coinage traditions. During this period, the United Kingdom was entering a new century while retaining many long-standing national symbols, including the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the crowned portcullis design. As a result, the coin captures both historical significance and everyday monetary history. In circulated condition, a 2001 penny coin is generally worth its face value of 1 penny. Uncirculated examples may sell for a modest premium depending on condition, packaging, and collector demand. Error coins, such as striking anomalies or off-center examples, can sometimes attract greater interest among specialists. Nevertheless, the coin's primary appeal lies in its historical context and its role as a widely used piece of British currency at the dawn of the 21st century. Today, the 2001 penny remains a popular coin among beginner and advanced collectors alike. Its connection to Queen Elizabeth II, the Millennium Year, and the enduring symbols of British governance make it a fascinating addition to any collection. Whether discovered in old change, inherited in a collection, or acquired from a dealer, the 2001 penny stands as a small but meaningful piece of modern British numismatic history. The next up, top 2, the 1969 British 1 penny coin, is a classic piece of pre-decimal coinage from the United Kingdom and represents an important era in British monetary history. Bearing the inscription, Elizabeth IIDGREGFD, the coin identifies the reigning monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. The Latin abbreviation translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This title appeared on British coins throughout much of the Queen's reign and reflects centuries of royal tradition. The 1969 penny circulated during a period of social, political, and economic change in Britain, making it a fascinating historical artifact for collectors and historians alike. The obverse of the coin features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Introduced in 1968, this portrait replaced the earlier design by Mary Gillick and shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Many collectors regard the Arnold Machin portrait as one of the most elegant depictions of Queen Elizabeth II ever used on British coinage. Around the portrait appears the inscription, Elizabeth IIDGREG FD 1969, clearly identifying both the monarch and the year of issue. The reverse side displays the famous seated figure of Britannia, one of the oldest and most enduring symbols in British numismatics. Designed by Leonard Charles Wyon in the 19th century, Britannia is shown seated facing right, holding a trident and shield while gazing toward the sea. The denomination, 1 penny, appears prominently around the design. Britannia symbolizes strength, stability, maritime power, and national pride, making her one of the most recognizable figures ever featured on British coins. The 1969 1 penny coin was struck in bronze, consisting primarily of copper with smaller amounts of tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 9.45 grams and measures about 30.8 millimeters in diameter. Compared with modern pennies, the pre-decimal penny is significantly larger and heavier, giving it a distinctive appearance and feel. The rich bronze composition often develops attractive brown, red-brown, or chocolate-colored toning over time, which many collectors find appealing. Historically, the 1969 penny was issued during the final years of Britain's traditional pre-decimal monetary system. Before decimalization in 1971, £1 consisted of 20 shillings and 240 pennies. This complex system had been used for centuries. Therefore, the 1969 penny belongs to the last generation of traditional British pennies before the nation adopted a decimal currency structure. Because of this historical significance, many collectors seek coins from the late 1960s and early 1970s as reminders of Britain's transition to modern coinage. Millions of 1969 pennies were produced for circulation, making them relatively common today. Most examples found in circulated condition show varying degrees of wear, particularly on the portrait of the Queen and the details of Britannia. Coins that remained in circulation for many years often display scratches, smoothing, and discoloration from everyday use. Nevertheless, even worn examples remain popular among collectors because of their historical importance and classic design. For numismatists, condition plays a significant role in determining value. A circulated 1969 penny generally carries a modest collector premium, while uncirculated examples with original mint luster are more desirable. Coins exhibiting attractive red coloration, sharp details, and minimal contact marks are particularly sought after. Special attention is also given to unusual minting errors, although such pieces are considerably scarcer than standard circulation strikes. The year 1969 itself was notable worldwide. It was a time of technological achievement, cultural transformation, and significant global events. Owning a coin from this year provides a tangible connection to that period of history. Every circulated example likely passed through countless hands, witnessing everyday commerce and serving as a small part of the economic life of Britain during the late 20th century. Collectors often include the 1969 one penny in broader collections of British bronze coinage, Queen Elizabeth II issues, Britannia-themed coins, or complete date runs of pre-decimal pennies. Because the coin combines historical significance, artistic beauty, and affordability, it remains an excellent choice for both beginning and experienced collectors. Its large size and detailed design also make it an attractive display piece compared with many modern circulating coins. Today, the 1969 one penny stands as a reminder of a vanished monetary system and a remarkable period in British history. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II reflects the continuity of the monarchy, while Britannia symbolizes the enduring identity of the British nation. Whether discovered in an old collection, inherited from family members, or purchased from a coin dealer, the 1969 British one penny remains a cherished piece of numismatic heritage and an enduring symbol of Britain's rich coinage tradition. The next up top 3, the 2012 British one penny coin, is an important modern issue from the coinage of the United Kingdom. Bearing the inscription, Elizabeth IIDGREGFD, the coin honors the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, one of the longest-serving monarchs in British history. The Latin inscription stands for Elizabeth II, Dei Gratia Regina, Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This traditional royal title has appeared on British coins for generations and connects modern coinage with centuries of British history. The year 2012 was particularly significant because it marked the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, celebrating 60 years on the throne, making coins from this year especially meaningful to collectors. The obverse of the 2012 one penny features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, this portrait presents a realistic and mature depiction of the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Around the portrait appears the inscription, Elizabeth IIDGREG FD 2012. This design became one of the most recognizable images of the Queen and appeared on millions of coins circulating throughout the United Kingdom and beyond. The reverse side of the coin displays part of the royal shield design created by Matthew Dent. Introduced in 2008, the shield design replaced the traditional crowned portcullis that had appeared on pennies for decades. Each denomination from 1 penny to 50 pence carries a different section of the shield, and when all denominations are placed together, they form the complete royal shield of arms. On the penny, the design shows the lower section of the shield featuring elements associated with England. This innovative approach brought a fresh and modern appearance to British coinage, while preserving important national symbols. The 2012 one penny was struck from copper-plated steel, a composition that has been used for British pennies since 1992. The coin weighs approximately 3.56 grams and measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter. Because of its steel core, the coin is magnetic, unlike older bronze pennies produced before 1992. The copper plating gives the coin its familiar bronze appearance while allowing the Royal Mint to produce circulating coins more economically. The year 2012 was one of the most memorable years in recent British history. In addition to the Diamond Jubilee celebrations, the United Kingdom hosted the 2012 Summer Olympics in London. Throughout the year, national celebrations, public events, and international attention focused on Britain. As a result, many collectors view ordinary circulating coins from 2012 as interesting souvenirs of this historic period. The 1-penny coin circulated, alongside special commemorative coins, released to celebrate major events of the year. Large numbers of 2012 pennies were produced for circulation, making them common in everyday change. Most circulated examples remain worth face value, but coins preserved in uncirculated condition are often collected as part of annual sets, date collections, or Queen Elizabeth II collections. Collectors particularly appreciate examples that retain their original mint luster and show no signs of wear. Brilliant uncirculated specimens and coins included in official royal mint presentation packs can command higher values than ordinary circulated pieces. For numismatists, the 2012 1-penny represents an interesting combination of tradition and modernization. The coin preserves the centuries-old practice of featuring the monarch on the obverse, while showcasing the modern royal shield design on the reverse. This blend of old and new reflects the broader evolution of British coinage during the early 21st century. It also demonstrates how modern circulating coins can remain deeply connected to national heritage, while embracing contemporary artistic styles. Collectors often include the 2012 1-penny in sets featuring the complete Royal Shield series introduced in 2008. When combined with the other denominations, the coins create a larger heraldic design, making them especially appealing to enthusiasts who enjoy thematic collections. The penny's role as the foundation piece of this shield arrangement gives it additional significance beyond its face value. The condition of a 2012 1-penny has a major impact on collector interest. Circulated examples commonly show scratches, surface marks, and wear from daily use. Coins with bright red surfaces, strong details, and original mint brilliance are more desirable. While ordinary examples are plentiful, unusual minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating anomalies may attract specialist collectors and command premiums depending on rarity and condition. Today, the 2012 British 1-penny remains a popular and accessible collectible. It serves as a reminder of Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee year, the London Olympic Games, and an important era in modern British history. Although it was produced primarily for everyday commerce, the coin carries historical, cultural, and numismatic significance that extends far beyond its face value. Whether found in circulation, preserved in a collection, or displayed as part of a royal shield set, the 2012 1-penny stands as a lasting symbol of Britain's heritage, monarchy, and modern coinage tradition. The next up top for the 2007 British 1-penny coin is a notable issue from the modern coinage of the United Kingdom. Bearing the inscription, Elizabeth II Reg FD, the coin honors the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and continues a tradition that stretches back centuries in British numismatic history. The Latin inscription is an abbreviation of Elizabeth II, Dei Gratia Regina, Fidei Defensor, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This title reflects the constitutional role of the monarch and has appeared on British coinage throughout much of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. The year 2007 is particularly interesting because it was one of the final years before the introduction of the Royal Shield redesign that transformed the appearance of British circulating coins in 2008. The obverse of the 2007 1-penny features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and portrays the Queen with remarkable realism. Unlike some earlier depictions that emphasized a youthful appearance, the Rank Broadley portrait presents a dignified and mature representation of the monarch. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a treasured royal jewel frequently seen in official portraits. Surrounding the portrait are the words, Elizabeth IIDG along with the year 2007, identifying the monarch and the date of issue. The reverse side of the 2007 one penny displays the traditional crowned portcullis design created by Christopher Ironside. The portcullis, a symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster and the British Parliament, has been an important emblem in British history for centuries. Surmounted by the royal crown, the portcullis symbolizes stability, governance, and the constitutional framework of the United Kingdom. The denomination one penny appears prominently around the design. This reverse design had been used since decimalization in 1971 and became one of the most recognizable motifs on British coinage before being replaced by the Royal Shield series the following year. The 2007 one penny was struck by the Royal Mint using copper-plated steel. This composition was adopted in 1992 to reduce production costs while maintaining the coin's traditional appearance. The coin weighs approximately 3.56 grams and measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter. Due to its steel core, the coin is magnetic, a characteristic that distinguishes it from older bronze pennies produced before 1992. Despite the change in composition, the familiar bronze color ensured continuity with earlier British penny issues. The year 2007 was a period of relative economic stability before the global financial crisis that would emerge in the following year. The coin circulated throughout everyday British life, passing through shops, businesses, public transportation systems, and countless daily transactions. Although often overlooked because of its low denomination, each penny played an essential role in the functioning of the British economy. Today, coins from this era provide collectors with a tangible connection to the social and economic landscape of Britain during the early 21st century. From a numismatic perspective, the 2007 one penny is significant because it represents one of the final issues featuring the traditional crowned portcullis reverse. In 2008, British circulating coins underwent a major redesign led by Matthew Dent, introducing the Royal Shield motif across the denomination range. As a result, the 2007 penny marks the end of a long-running design era that had begun with decimalization. Many collectors view it as an important transitional piece, linking the classic decimal coinage of the late 20th century with the modern designs of the 21st century. Millions of 2007 pennies were produced for circulation, making the coin readily available to collectors. Most circulated examples remain worth face value, though coins preserved in exceptional condition may command small premiums. Uncirculated specimens, particularly those found in official Royal Mint annual sets, are often more desirable because they retain their original mint luster and sharp details. Collectors assembling date sets of British decimal coinage frequently include the 2007 issue as an essential component. Condition remains the most important factor influencing collector value. Coins showing heavy wear, scratches, discoloration, or environmental damage generally have minimal premium above face value. In contrast, examples with bright red surfaces, crisp details, and no evidence of circulation are much more attractive to collectors. Occasionally, minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating imperfections may be discovered, creating additional interest among specialist numismatists. The artistic elements of the 2007 one penny reflect the balance between tradition and modernity that characterizes much of British coinage. The realistic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II symbolizes continuity and national identity, while the crown portcullis emphasizes the enduring importance of parliamentary democracy. Together, these designs create a coin that is both practical and symbolic, carrying historical meaning far beyond its modest face value. Today, the 2007 British one penny remains a popular collectible among enthusiasts of modern British coins. Whether acquired from circulation, purchased as part of a mint set, or inherited through a family collection, The coin serves as a reminder of an important period in British history. As one of the last pennies to feature the traditional crowned portcullis design, it occupies a special place in the story of British decimal coinage. For collectors and historians alike, the 2007 one penny represents a fascinating blend of heritage, craftsmanship, and everyday economic life in the United Kingdom.